Here's the real reason why Donald Trump put out 100 executive orders and why he's going to put out 100 more in the next week. It's shock and awe, and there's a reason behind that. Here's the thing. If he can get you shocked and awe, if he can get you saying, oh my God, he wants a third term in a way that even Obama can't run for a third term, only he could run for a third term. Oh my God, he's firing inspector generals overnight. Oh my God, he's cutting FEMA. Oh my God, he's cutting aid to Ukraine. Oh my God, he's doing all these things. He's cutting civil rights and DEI. If you're shocked over that, you miss two important things. One, you miss this 50-page bill where he's cutting five very major things. He's cutting veterans benefits, Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, and Obamacare. He's trying to get that great big bill through to screw people over. Why is he doing all of this? Because his hope is this. He's trying to get through legacy stuff so he can come out with a big bag. Let me explain how this works. Anything that they fight in court and says illegal, like firing inspector generals, trying to end birthright citizenship, stuff like that, and trying to end the Department of Education without using the amendments because our government is slow, our government has checks and balances, our government has due process in the Constitution, and you can't do that. So why is he doing it? Because one, there's no consequences for the president doing that. If they do that and he put it in court and he loses, he knows his audience doesn't do research, just like I'll build a wall and make the Mexicans pay for it. They totally forgot that he only built 2% of the wall and we paid for it. So if he puts all this stuff out, he looks great, even if he loses. But what if he wins? Well, what's the game with that? Well, the idea is not about so much prejudice as it is racism. Remember, racism is an economic thing. If he does this and puts this stuff out, he's going to look great in front of his base, look great in front of billionaires, and do major deals even while he's in office. How do you do deals while you're in office? That's why all his family members are in private sector. That's why all of them. Remember, Jared Kushner got $1 billion from Saudis the first term around. Think about the tens of billions they're going to get now. It's a land grab. It's a money grab. It's an asset grab. And the back office is being run by the Trump family. They're going to make sure that their legacy turns into trillionaires in the next 100 years by pimping the government as much as they can, just like his father did. Remember what his father did? His father made their fortune. They made their fortune by getting government money to build housing. That's why the Nixon administration sued Trump and his father in the early 70s, because they knew that they weren't allowing black people in this equal opportunity. Why do you think he wants to get rid of DEI and the civil rights? For the same reason. It's not just, oh, I don't like those black and brown people. It's, oh, if I get rid of civil rights, if I suspend the DOJ Civil Rights Division, if I get rid of all the DEI people, nobody can catch me making this bag, this move on exclusively white people, my friends, billionaires, millionaires, and the back office of my own people. Who can investigate me if there's no investigative team to do it? That's why he gets rid of the inspector generals in the middle of the night, for both sensationalism and to cut off people who might see what he's doing. I talked about Elon Musk some months ago and all the way up to today, how they're going to get Elon is federal workers, everyday federal workers who are going to investigate his ass because of all the wild shit he's done, trying to cut cancer research and trying to doing these, Nazi Yahtzee salutes that are out there, right? Him doing this stuff is the stuff that's going to catch him up. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is that you can't get caught up if your investigators don't have jobs. If they're not there, if they're not around, you can't get caught up because this is a big land grab. The back office privately is the Trump family, okay, and the associates. The front office is Trump. He knows to give the wink and the hand eye and funnel tens of billions, hundreds of billions, even trillions to people. And he got his group of people who are in there who are lined up. Not just the tech bros you see, it's the people you don't. And then there's Vance off to the side who's watching the whole game off to the side. That's why he don't have any headlines. That's why he's off to the side. He's the bag man. He's the one. Well, he's not the bag man. He's the fixer. The bag man is Jared and the rest of the family getting the money to the side. The fixer is Vance to get things done behind the scenes to make sure all the Congress falls in line so they can get these bills through, and the way to cut off all these benefits so that they can benefit from the benefits instead of the veterans, instead of people's Social Security, instead of the Medicare, Medicaid, and of course Obamacare. Because if they can cut that off and pull that over to them, over to their friends, which they get a piece, the idea is they're going to pull tens of billions, at the very least, hundreds of billions, that turns into a $1 trillion family by the end of this century. That is the game. What we must be doing and be diligent on, be vigilant on, and be very attentive to is what exactly is it that's going into these bills in the legislature, all right? Making sure that you are hitting up your 2 senators and your House of Representatives. Yes, that shit does work. I'm not kidding. That's how we avoided the shutdown. Hundreds of thousands of us sent emails to our senators and our representatives. That's no bullshit. That really, I just witnessed that working. Okay? Groups like Indivisible, where Israel and Leah, his wife Leah, basically they put that group together where they do nothing but give scripts to people to send them out. Join Indivisible and connect with them. The idea is we got to remain focused and vigilant weekly. You say, okay, here's all the bullshit. And this is why you're following me. And definitely follow me on every other social media. My link's in my bio, whether it be my YouTube, Substack, Blue Sky, IG, Clapper. Follow me on there, because what we got to be vigilant of is, here's the hype, but what's the little bullshit off to the side? We see what he's doing with the right hand, but what's he doing with the left hand? And we know the legacy move, right? The legacy move is to get money to his friends, so it all funnels down to his family, either directly, indirectly, either above the table or below it. Because if he can do that and really cut out all the investigator people, that's why he's getting rid of inspector generals and all these other people. If he can do that, he's going to blow this out the water. He's going to make a bag, and his family will have legacy, as well as he'll be known as the president, and they can leverage that shit for the rest of the century. Yes, my father, the former president, my grandfather, the former president. This is a land bag grab of epic proportions. You never ever seen stealing like this in American history. You're watching history. What we must do, again, is remain vigilant with our Congress people. What we must do, again, is remain vigilant with any of the blue governors, attorney generals, county presidents, and blue mayors that are out there, whether they're in red states like the mayors and the county presidents, every major city in Texas and Florida are blue. We remain vigilant with that. We can fight off the assault, but his goal is to overwhelm with assault. And that's why we're vigilant, to know what's going on and be able to share with others and educate. Don't be shocked. Don't be paralyzed. Be informed, stay woke, and don't stay broke. You got this. I'm telling you. Follow me for more.